Welcome back, friends. As you can see, what I'm about to do is I'm going to start cutting details, the small little lines that go inside the deflector dish. This is such a simple thing to do, but it does add a nice look to the deflector dish. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. I'm measuring the length, and I got this based on a measurement that I did on the deflector dish itself. And then I'm just going to make sure that they're all about the same. If they're not exact, that's okay. So enjoy this little piece here as you watch me cut the little details. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to visually check out what this looks like. As you can see, I used the ridges that are already molded into the deflector dish as a measurement for the pieces I just cut. And so I just wanted to see what they look like. And as you're looking at the deflector dish, the back I painted white, but if you see the edges here, you see these little edges right along there. It doesn't look like it's all, the paint went all the way through. You may want to remedy that by masking it and painting it a little bit more. I chose to just leave that alone, and I'm going to depend on these details to kind of overlook that. So I'm going to start using this canopy glue here, and this is going to be, I'm just going to put a little bit of it on this paper right here, and then what I'll do is I'll dip the pieces into the canopy glue, and then I'll place them on the deflector dish. Here we go. Okay, everybody, as you can see, this is the main deflector dish, and just want to mention a couple of things here. First of all, as you can see, I've already pre-wired this part of it. So I've got my yellow LED lights hot glued, or in my case, I used the the AC glue and accelerator to add them in to get them in there. And then I use some just regular little black testers, black paint here with a brush to light block the LEDs on the inside here, and they work perfectly. So let me just show you how the power is going on that, and I'm really happy with the look. As you can see, they're working fine. And of course, the idea, as mentioned by the late Boyd from TrekWorks, is to put the little clear parts on top of this, but light block the clear parts, and then kind of drill out two little holes there so that the thrusters look like they should on these yellow lights here. Okay, so that's the idea. I've also tested the the main bulb that goes into the middle, and I had to drill. There's a little hole that's already there, and of course I had to kind of drill it out a little more to accommodate this main bulb here that turns yellow and blue. This bulb comes with one, I don't know if you can see that, but 1, 2, 3 connections. The middle connection is, of course, your power connection here. That's power. This is your yellow, and then I've marked the blue with a piece of blue tape there, as you can see, so that when I do plug this up, link it up to the main secondary hull, they'll be connected correctly. And I've already tested it out, and this beautifully turns blue and then yellow, and it's going to look really nice. Okay, and then of course you've got this piece, the clear piece that came with. This is the clear piece that came with the kit, and I ended up using again the Boyd technique, TrekWorks technique, and I purchased these evergreen 0.40 by 0.40 inch or 1 by 1 millimeter hobby polystyrene pieces here. I purchased these, and all it takes is one of these. You cut it all up into little pieces, and of course you saw the video on that. And I used this canopy glue to gently and meticulously glue them on, and I let it sit overnight, and it's perfect, beautiful. I painted the back white, and then as I light tested it, the middle with the bulb here, you could see the bulb coming out the middle, so I painted the middle on the outside. I used my airbrush and painted the middle part of that even a little more white, so that the bulb doesn't kind of shine through and look like a flashlight, right? And then the challenging piece here to me was really painting the outside here. I had to really mask the outside, and there's some guys that paint both different colors, like this one's this blue and this one's kind of grayish Starfleet color, but I ended up doing both the same color for simplicity, and I think it looks good on the ship with all the colors that we're using from the original motion picture. So what I'm going to do today is, and you'll see this later, but I'm going to go ahead and glue this in with canopy glue, and we'll be set to go on the deflector dish. I think it's looking really good, and as you saw earlier, this is all painted on. The mask design set, beautiful set. I recommend it. Look at that, just really nice. So, all right, guys, that's it for this part of the build. We'll move on to the next. For this next part, I worked on the actual base or stand that came with the kit, and I don't have video, I apologize, but just to let you know, what I did is I first painted this entirely gloss black, spray paint, gloss black, and then I masked the black off, and then I spray painted the rest of it that rust color, and I just used a simple Rust-Oleum rust primer for that, and then of course I sealed the whole thing with the clear coat and the matte coat. So this is ready to go. I drilled a hole in the middle so that I could push wires through the brass hollow tube, and that's it. So the next video will be the finale showcasing the ship. I'm going to show you a few pictures of the finale here, and you can see there's some pictures of the ship as I'm gluing pieces together. I'm going to describe some of the challenges I had gluing parts of the ship together, and most of those challenges were my learning curve on this ship from building it. I've built it before, but this is the first time I've built it lit up. So there's some wiring and some learning that I was doing as I was building this. But until next time, my friends, I hope you have enjoyed this series. We'll see you at the finale next week. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And thanks for joining me. And thank you for those great, great tips you've been placing in comments and for watching. I really do appreciate that. Thanks again, my friends. See you next time.